The Leipzig Market Hall was the largest dome of any material when it was completed in 1929. Made of reinforced concrete shells that were just 9 centimeters thick, the Market Hall was a testament to the efficiency and ingenuity of German shell design and construction in the first decades of the 20th century. In the years after World War I, Germany was suffering economically, but was gradually experiencing growth and recovery. The city of Leipzig had grown such that it had incorporated many of the surrounding towns. Existing facilities within the city were proving too small to sustain the increasing population, so in the early 1920s, city officials approved a proposal for a large public market space, or Grossmarkthalle, to accommodate and promote the trade of foodstuffs on the outskirts of Leipzig. The renowned German firm Dickerhoff and Widman, or Dewey-Dog, was chosen to build the market hall. The chief engineer for the project was Franz Dischinger, who had considerable experience in the field of shell construction. He had been involved with the construction of the Carl Zeiss Planetarium in Jena in 1922 and had helped to develop many of the mathematical concepts that formed the basis of shell analysis.
Now we examine how the form of the structure was achieved through simple geometry. Begin with a cylindrical barrel sliced longitudinally. Intersect it with 3 other pipes, making 45 degrees between the pipes. Divide the cylinders using 4 planes. The shell components of the dome are in the interior of each cylinder. Split each cylinder with the intersecting planes that run longitudinal to it, as shown here in red. Once split by the intersecting planes, each of the 4 cylinders provide 2 of the 8 shell components. One set is shown here in blue, and here is the final form.
Building a spherical dome to cover a polygonal area posed great construction difficulties, so the choice was made to construct an octagonal dome made from slices of an elliptical cylinder. In the design phase, Dischinger performed rigorous analytical calculations to ensure that the structure would be sound, and he also built a model that was 1/60th the size of the Leipzig Market Hall. The shells were constructed using the Zeiss-Dewey-Dog method, which involved the construction of a framework of rigid and self-supporting steel bars that were wrapped in wire mesh and sprayed with a thin layer of granite, which is a type of concrete. This process allowed for the construction of very thin, large span shells. Each of the 2 polygonal domes has a structural system that consists of 2 ring beams, ties, inclined arches, and major and minor ribs. The domes have inclined pillars and arches supporting it inside the building. Each dome has a span of 65.8 meters. The columnless octagonal floor space of each hall has a diameter of 75.6 meters. The height of the structure from floor to ceiling is 29.7 meters. The placement of scaled human figures inside the market hall shows the impressive size of the dome. This was the largest span of any dome structure in the world, surpassing that of the Centennial Hall in Breslau by approximately 1 meter. Surprisingly, each dome of the market hall has a weight of roughly 1/3 of that of the dome of the Centennial Hall. This bears witness to the remarkable efficiency and economy of Dischinger's design.
Let us now examine the flow of forces. Here is a diagram of the flow of forces through the structure. The self-weight of the shells and the forces caused by wind and snow loads transfer to the minor ribs, shown in blue, and the major ribs, shown in purple. The octagonal yellow ring at the base of the concrete dome resists the outward forces that come from the arch-like ribs, and also the forces at the base of the shell. The forces in the ring flow into the red columns and arches. Those forces then come together at the base of the structure. The second octagonal ring at the base of the structure exists to resist the horizontal forces flowing from the red column arches. The forces then flow into the ground.
The Market Hall today. This innovative structure continued to function as a marketplace for fruits and vegetables until 1994 and was renovated in 2000. The northern half is now called the Kohlrabi Circus and hosts theatrical and circus events. The southern dome was transformed into a skating rink that is known as the Ice Dome. In addition, the back side and parts of the roofs have been remodeled. Despite the renovation, the Market Hall, like many urban structures, is now marked by graffiti. However, the fact that the domes appear to be structurally intact serves as convincing evidence of the skill of the German designers and engineers, and the structure remains an impressive example of an era in which engineers constantly pushed thin shell construction to its limits.